All right, this is round 2 of our Bottle and Bond Shootout. If you watched round 1, you would be aware that E.H. Taylor won that one.
It did.
And so it is advancing on to the final round to challenge one of these. And so tonight's objective is, in round 2, to figure out which one of these is going to be the winner.
And this one, we just happened to pick 3 sub $25 bottles against 1 allocated bottle. So
yeah, so in our random drawing, which is how we
goes.
so in our random drawing, we basically numbered all the bottles, threw all the numbers in a hat, picked them out, and this is how round 2 evolved. And so I'm going to really be curious to see how this goes, because we have a lot of people that subscribe and watch us that are big time, early time fans. We have our Evan Williams fans. We obviously have our, McKenna fans, and then Benchmark is kind of what everybody calls the stepchild of Buffalo Trace, the downward brother, but he's really good, So I'm actually very curious. So here's the thing, based on preliminaries, because we do this preliminary, like what we think and how we think they're going to come out. What do you think your pick would be right now based on that?
See, this is a little tricky because, I started out drinking the Evan Williams Bottled and Bond a lot, and I still like it as a daily sipper, which when it's by itself, it's great, but I've realized against other bottles, I don't really pick it. But every time I try the early times, I'm not that big of a fan.
Now the people's going to say, "Well, you got the blue top, not the black top."
I know.
This is all we could get, y'all.
This is what we got.
What we got.
I'm not saying anything about the other early times. I don't know. I've never personally had it. It could be better than all of this.
Could be.
But this one right here, I have not been a fan of. The McKenna 10, I was very disappointed in. Also.
But that was a neck pour when we tried it, mind you. So we've let this sit for a while, and so we'll see how it fares now.
But the Benchmark was surprisingly really good. Again, I haven't tried it up against anything. So if I had to make my early picks, kind of crazy, I would probably go 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Honestly, that's...
Actually, no, I take that back. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm really not a fan of the early times.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
I would go probably your original pick. I'd probably go 1, 2, 3, and 4. I just did, for me personally, and I don't know, this McKenna was not the top of my list when we finally was able to try this for the first time. I wasn't the biggest fan of it.
But again, with that one, I'm wondering if it's because we had wanted to try it for so long and the expectations have built up and it didn't meet the expectations.
Probably, could be.
So that could be part of it. So that's why I picked it 3 over this one. Because this one I've tried several times, and every time I'm like, okay, I'm going to give it another chance. I'm going to give it another chance, and every chance I give it, I'm underwhelmed.
Yeah. So we're going to see today, because in blinds, and when you're
what do I know? Yeah.
When you're pairing these against one another in a blind, I'm going to tell you right now,
this is going to be my number 1.
Right. And if you've never ever listen in the comments below, let us know if you've ever done blinds, because if you've never actually done blinds, you should do them. You should get a couple of your friends around. Try it out. You'll be surprised at which bourbons you'll actually choose to be your favorite. Some that you thought you would never, ever pick toward the bottom comes down toward the lower end of it. And so so last time in round 1, we started from here and worked our way backwards. Let's do the reverse. Let's go left to right. Let's do something different.
Okay,
let's dare to be different on this show.
We can do that.
All right,
let's get to it.
Let's get to this. I'm very curious though, when you got this up against these, how we're gonna fare on these. So
I like the nose on this one. It's very rich. It's very powerful. There's a lot of aromas coming at me. Yeah, punching me in the nose.
I don't get nothing, guys. I don't get nothing.
Oh, that's right.
I have to rely on my super sense, which is my taste.
This is good. It's got a pretty good flavor, brown sugary.
Does have a little bit of brown
sugary.
sugary.
Not so much caramely, but
not a lot of caramel. Exactly.
Sweet.
It's kind of, it tails off at the end a little bit though. It doesn't linger.
It has a little bit. It has a medium finish, I guess I would say. It doesn't linger a long time, but it's not instantly gone like some of them when you first drink it. So it's good. It's not very thick. But it's not very light. It's very medium. It's middle of the road.
That's good, guys. That one is good. It is good. It's good. Let's see.
That one's very non-offensive, very pleasant.
Yes, you could definitely drink that one non-offensively.
Okay.
Or offensively, whatever that means.
Ooh, this one has a weird nose. Weird.
Okay, so whatever this one is, you may not want to nose it because she says it has a weird nose. I don't know.
Well, it's because you can't smell. But
I can't.
I don't know what it is, but it's something a little...
All right, I have to rely on taste, so you're not going to get a lot of this from me.
You know, this one is extremely, extremely smooth. Like, I did not get the slightest bit of burn off this. Actually, this is kind of what this is tasting to me like, kind of. I'm getting sweet tea. Sweet tea? Do you taste a little bit of sweet tea? I'm tasting sweet tea. It's good. I like it. I like sweet tea.
Well, you know, might need to get some of that twisted tea, whatever that stuff is.
Oh, that.
Have you ever tried twisted tea?
Sweet tea
Let
whiskey.
me know in the comments if you had and if it's any good. Maybe I'll do a little video on it.
Saw that sweet tea whiskey in the store. Sweet tea whiskey, it was like
made with real whiskey.
I don't know about that, but I like this one. It's very smooth. It's like I said, I'm getting a little sweet tea vibe off of it, which isn't bad. I like sweet tea, but it's
a little more.
It's nothing that's like crazy, like strong, powerful, like wow, oh my god. But it's really good. It's pleasant.
Caramely than this one was.
It is a little bit more caramely.
Yep. Still not getting the brown sugar notes yet out of any of these. Like
no, I got brown sugar off this one.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit, but not like heavy brown sugar.
Yeah, nothing really. Yeah.
Which is what I feel like I would get off of this a little bit.
Kinda.
Because typically, you know, the Buffalo Trace line has a little more in it. All right, let's
Okay, now this one.
What's it smell like?
Peanut brittle.
Ooh, peanut. Listen, I will tell you, my mother back in the day could handle up on some peanut brittle. So I might have to get her to get me some peanut brittle and try it against this.
Let's say it'll taste that way. It would taste a little bit kind of earthy. Kind of nutty a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit dry. I mean, it's sweet but dry on the back of the tongue. It's got a little slight dry tinge to it on the back.
Yeah. I'm thinking I know what this one is.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking it's either going to be this one or this one because I'm not liking it as much as either of these. And if experience drinking both of those holds, I'm going to say it's one of those.
Yeah.
I definitely like these two more than this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, not to say that this is bad, it's just not my preferred flavor profile.
Yeah, you know, that one was definitely down from these two.
Yeah.
So far, you know, we'll see. Well, let's go right here.
Wow, this one is...
A weird nose again?
Well, I mean, it's caramely, but it's...
Oh, I got a little bit of caramel. Now, if I can smell a little bit of caramel, it's got to be nice and caramely. Because I normally don't smell hardly anything. And it's not because I can't. I have
slightly
issues.
Butterscotchy too on the nose, but butterscotchy like a synthetic, like not like an artificial, like imitation vanilla is. This would be like imitation butterscotch.
Let's find out what it tastes like. That one left me humming. It was a little more like a little thicker too.
It is, and I like that about it, but it's something, it's like, it doesn't stick with you. I mean, it's like it's got potential, but then it loses it. I don't know how to explain it. It's like it's got really good flavor, but then it just kind of loses. Like it's gone.
Doesn't have like legs just running everywhere either.
No. And it's got something in it that's like turning me off. It's like it's got good flavor until you drink it down. Then the finish is just, there's something wrong with the finish that I'm not liking.
I agree with you. First in the mouth, it's not bad.
Yeah.
But then it's like super dry as it's leaving.
Yes.
And it almost leaves you a little bit cottony mouth. Like.
A little bit.
Like, you know.
There's a little.
I remember back when I was a kid and we would go out in the woods and we'd find the little persimmon trees and the persimmons wasn't ripe yet. We'd pick them up and we'd like crunch down on them and then your mouth is like so much. That's what that leaves me like right there.
Well, I don't know about that.
Childhood memories are coming out.
All I know is there's a little funkiness on the finish that I'm not digging.
So, all right, so let's go back through them one more time. And let's see if we can eliminate.
So I'm going to try, I think these are my 3 and 4. Well, let's just go back through them one more time because it could change.
Yeah.
You know how that
These
goes.
are definitely, I think, the bottom of the list for sure.
But you know how it goes. You go back through them and you're like, oh, that wasn't as good as I thought it was the first time around. So.
Still not overly, I mean, it's good. I'm not.
The nose on it is
like
great.
none of these are bad bourbons. Understand, these are all great bourbons. Standalone, they're greats. But there's something about that one that the finish,
nose on it is really great, but I don't know.
I have to go solely by taste.
Okay. Yeah, that one's a.
You know, like they got a chat GPT, whatever that thing is now. I need a sniffer GPT that can sniff bourbon for me and tell me all of that thing that it'll do. Like you put in things and it'll write stories for you. It's a bot.
Oh, that AI thing. No.
Yeah, and if I could get me an AI that can sniff for me, then I would be. They can be my sniffer, and then I would be the taster.
So you want AI to take over your channel?
Well, no, not my channel, just my sniffing, because I can't. Well, you're my sniffer. I got my sniffer right here. She's awesome, y'all. Oh, you're already over there. Okay, let me go there with you.
Taste whatever you want. I'm still getting a little iced tea on that. Iced tea mixed with caramel. Caramel macchiato iced tea. I don't know.
Yum, 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 yum. You ever do that? Yum, 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 yum. To kind of get it like mixed around in there.
This is brown sugary. This one's a little bit thicker than this one, I think, but I think this one has more burn than this one. Okay, well, nothing changed. I definitely like these two better than these two.
And I think I have the order. I think I do. I think it's like down the line for me right now.
It's not quite down the line for me.
It's close to being down the line. These two, I think, are 3 and 4 for me.
I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, this 2 right here are.
Let me try these 2 again.
Yeah, I think that's 3, that's 4. I think so. I think I'm there on those, but I got to figure these 2 out right here because these are both equally.
I'm going
nice.
1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I'm digging this like iced tea. Something I'm getting sweet tea flavor that I'm picking up.
I like the finish on this one better than this one. So let me do this one more time.
And this one's just very super smooth. I mean, are you getting any burn off this one? I'm really not. This one I'm getting some burn off of. This one I'm not. This one's just very, I mean, it's not as thick as this one. I generally like the thicker, but the flavor of it is just, I don't know.
These 2 are very close for me.
It could be the mood that I'm in. I'm just like in a lighter mood.
Oh,
I don't know.
Mood. Wow.
But right now, for me, at this moment, this one
April
is doing it for me more than this one.
Although
Although this
is in
one
a
is
lighter
good.
mood tonight.
I am.
A lighter mood tonight.
It could change tomorrow.
Between these 2, they're very like right here with me.
Okay, so can we definitely say this is 3 and 4?
3 and 4. We
Okay.
both agree on that. This is the, I'm gonna I'm gonna dive into these a little bit more just to kind of see, because I'm tossed up between. I could go either way, to be honest. I really could go either way on these two.
Well, I could go either way on the last one, and I defaulted to yours, so why don't you default to mine on this one?
That is true. And you're prettier than me, too, so.
And hey, it worked on the last one. It was the E.H. Taylor. You picked it. Very good job.
Yeah,
good job.
I did a good job.
Good job.
Good job picking. I was actually like scared that E.H. Taylor was going to be like
last. I didn't think it would. I mean, it's too good to end up in the last place. It's damn good.
It's good bourbon. So
we did have that one that was kind of the weeded was the last, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think based on how close these are to me, and since you're settled on this as one, I'm gonna go with you. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages and all kinds, we're gonna tell you right now.
What's number 4?
Number 4 is
Early Times.
Early Times is number 4. I actually thought Early Times was the third one because it was more earthy.
Which, like I said, I'm not.
I was like, because I was swearing
that
this was, in my mind, I was like, this is Early Times. It's that earthy that I remember. So now I'm so damn curious what this one is going to be.
I think it's probably McKenna. I don't know, but I'm very interested to try the Early Times part of this one because everybody loves it so much.
If I could get it, I mean, honestly, if we could get some samples of the black top, I would love to try it again.
I can't get into. That's why I'm just like, I would love to try the other one because this one's just.
So listen, all of you Early Time fans, I don't know if you're fans of blue top or black top or what top you're fans of. This right here, we were not impressed with it the first time we tried it, and I remember the first time we tried it. We were playing some 42 dominoes.
We were 42.
And I think me and...
You got skunked.
No, we were kicking ass.
You got skunked.
We were kicking ass. But anyhow, we tried it then. I didn't like it. We thought, well, let's leave it open for a while. And it's still... I mean, it's not bad, but it's... Obviously, you can see we chose it right here. So let's see what number 3 is.
Ooh, Evan Williams.
Evan Williams. So, yeah, damn. Okay, so...
Again, like I said, I drink this all the time by itself, and it's great. But right now,
let's move them right there. Drum roll, please.
What I choose is number 1. Benchmark. Oh, what? We went number 1. Oh, we were supposed to go number 2.
Holy shit! Okay, so
number 2 is McKenna.
Number 2 is McKenna, and the winner of this bout is. Benchmark.
Like I said, I figured that's the one I would like the most because when we tried it, I was like,
liked it a lot.
It's surprising.
Like, I'm like, this is not the redheaded stepchild of the Buffalo Trace family. And I'm going to tell you guys this. If you're out there running yourself to death trying to find Buffalo Trace and you can't find it in your area, this right here, Benchmark bonded, Benchmark foolproof, Benchmark top shelf, you cannot go wrong with those. And this blind proves that this...
Sweet tea.
Wow, the sweet tea. And listen, if you're living down in the South and you're loving yourself some sweet tea, you're probably going to love some Benchmark. But I'm kind of surprised because actually I liked this better this time around.
I'm surprised that I liked this, that it came in second.
Me too, because when we first tried it,
but then again,
we did do the neck pour. And so anyhow, we're not doing the neck pour now.
Really, all I'm surprised with is 2 and 3, but then I'm not that surprised because...
So in the next, these two right here are advancing to the final round. So you've got E.H. Taylor.
Highly allocated.
But here's the deal.
Highly available.
But both of these are Buffalo Trace. So, I mean, it's just like...
Tatanka. Tatanka's ruling.
Yeah. So anyhow, that's it. In the comments below, let us know kind of what you guys thought. Let us know if you think, if you've done these or tried these, if you like them or if you haven't liked them. What I do want to know is if you've tried the blue top and black top, what your thoughts is about that, because, you know, that's a debate, I guess, for the rest of the time. But anyhow, the way this second round come out, Benchmark is the crown king of this one, and he moves on to the final round to go head-to-head against against E.H. Taylor and one more. And you know what we may do? We might so we have 4. Could we throw like a whim in there or just do those 3?
Let's just do those 3.
All right, so we're not going to make it complicated. We're just going to do those 3 against one another. So until next time, guys, we are chasing down one more bottle.